Hi learners, in this video I'm going to talk about the typical business plan format. A business plan is basically a document which is prepared by the entrepreneur, which helps in listing out the various internal and external factors associated with starting up a business venture. So while preparing a business plan, there is no standard outline or format for starting up a business or writing a business plan. It depends on the aim of the entrepreneur and the target audience and the intended industry and so on. So generally the format of a business plan starts with listing out the executive summary. Now executive summary is the starting point of the business plan because it gives a brief and quick information about what the business is all about. After the executive summary, the next thing is the description of the business. Now in this component of the business plan, the name of the business, the location of the business, the goals which the business enterprise wants to achieve, and the strategies which have to be adopted in order to achieve the goals have to be mentioned. The next thing is product and services. Now, in this segment of the business plan, a description is given regarding the nature of the products or services which the business enterprise wants to offer to the target market. And this product and service segment also includes an estimate of the customer demand situation. Apart from that, the next segment of the business plan is the management. Now, management here basically refers to the form of business organization, whether it is a sole proprietorship, a partnership concern, or a joint stock company, or a cooperative society. Also, whatever form of business organization with which the business enterprise is being started has to be mentioned under the management segment. Next, the financial requirements. Now, here basically financial requirements refers to the sources of funds or which is required to start up the business venture. Now, so basically under the financial requirements, not only an estimate is made about the entire financial requirements, but also the various sources from where the funds can be procured has also should also be mentioned. Then, if there is any financial history of the business, so if it is an existing business enterprise and it aims to, the business is enterprise wants to go for an expansion. In such cases, also a business plan is prepared. So, in such cases, an estimate of the previous financial history should also be, the previous financial history should also be mentioned. The next thing is the organization structure. Now, in the organization structure, the division of authority and responsibility of the various posts or the various people in an organization should be clearly described, and the organization chart, if applicable, should also be mentioned. And basically, the general description of the business along with the legal structure of the business should be mentioned under the organization description. The next thing is the industry. Now, industry here basically refers to the industry in which the business enterprise is being established. So, details about that industry has to be mentioned. Like supposing it is if one wants to become, wants to start up with manufacture of four-wheelers. In such cases, the business enterprise is being established in the automobile industry. So, a description about the growth of automobile industry in India. Apart from that, who are the major competitors of the automobile industry, that should be mentioned. Then the market share analysis of the major competitors, that has to be mentioned in the business plan. Then the various factors which have a direct bearing on the industry, like the taxes levied by the government and the economic situation of the country, all these factors need to be mentioned. Further, the customer's tastes and preferences, that has to be mentioned, and also an analysis should be made about the competitors' strengths and weaknesses. The next segment of the business plan is the marketing strategy. So, a description of the overall marketing strategy, like the pricing policy which is to be adopted by the firm, whether it wants to opt for different pricing policies like skim the cream pricing. A skim the cream pricing policy is a policy where one charges high prices when the business is newly started or when the product is newly launched. Like in the case of most electronic goods, they practice skim the cream pricing. That is, the price of electronic goods is initially high, but once the electronic goods has been launched and it is there for a substantial period in the market, then the price starts to fall. Like in the case of mobile phones or mobile handsets, when they are newly launched, the price is high, but slowly the prices start to drop. Then after that, or if the company wants to practice, or if the enterprise wants to practice penetration pricing policy. That is, penetration pricing policy is a policy where initially low prices are charged to capture the market, and thereby, after the capturing the market, the prices are gradually increased. So, whether the firm opts for skim the cream pricing or penetration pricing, in both the cases, the pricing strategy which is to be adopted has to be mentioned under the marketing strategy. Then, further, the methods of selling and distribution, that is, the channels of distribution strategy should also be mentioned. Then further, the kinds of promotion mix or the promotion strategies relating to the advertising, publicity to be done for the particular products of or services of a business enterprise, that has to be mentioned. And basically identifying and describing the technological advantages a particular product or service has over the that of the competitors helps in getting a greater market share. So all the activities which help in achieving a greater market share has to be mentioned under the marketing strategies. After that, the next segment of the business plan focuses on the production and operation plans. Now, this segment basically helps to explain the how the production schedules are to be carried out and how the products or services are to be delivered, and further the physical facilities which are required for production, whether it is the land and building, plant and machinery, the equipments, how are they to be procured, who are the key suppliers to procure these physical facilities, that has to be mentioned. Then a cost breakdown analysis should also be made. So basically, after the production and operation plans, the next thing is the next segment of the business plan focuses on the ownership. So ownership here basically means the names, listing out the names and addresses of the principal owners or the other business affiliations of all owners. Whether the owners active or not, the mention of the owners has to be made under the ownership segment. Next is the key personnel. Key personnel refers to, see, in a business enterprise, we have certain important departments like the HR department, finance department, marketing department. So the key personnel responsible for all these departments. Apart from that, the chief executive officer of the company, all the managing director of the company. So people who hold key positions in the organization structure, their their just brief description about their jobs and their responsibilities has to be made. Further, apart from mentioning key personals, other personals, that is the total number of employees and the compensation plans for the employees at various levels, various job levels has to be mentioned. Then an analysis should also be made in the next segment about the accounting and record keeping systems which are to be adopted in the business. Further, the next segment focuses on providing financial information. So, if it is a business, existing business enterprise, historical financial information about the past balance sheets and income statements, has to be mentioned. Further, the future projections should also be mentioned. Then, any other document which may be pertinent to providing financial backup information should also be enclosed, like the sources and uses of funds, that has to be mentioned. A pro forma of cash flow statements showing the inflow as well as the outflow of cash, minimum for a period of at least 2 years, should also be mentioned. And the next last is appendix. So appendices here basically means supporting documents like the identifying the name of the principal bank as well as the name of the loan officers, that has to be mentioned. Then background in financial information of previous year's tax forms and supporting documents that could be mentioned. So these are the various aspects outlining the typical business plan format.